Hey there, I'm Julie, and thank you so much for stopping by the Doll Coven. Today, I wanted to introduce a tag, and I have tagged some channels with the invitation to participate only if you want to. You are under no obligation to do so if you don't have the time and or you're simply not interested. This is all in good fun, so no pressure at all. For anybody else watching this video who would like to join in, consider yourself tagged. You can just use the hashtag in the title of this video and that'll help me to find you. If you don't have a channel, you can put your answers in the comments section below or do a response on Instagram. If you have a blog, you can do that there. Just let me know how to find you. So this tag is called Dolls on Display, and I've created 10 prompts that I think are fairly straightforward, and this is an opportunity for us to put a spotlight on some of the dolls in our current collection as opposed to, the latest unboxing. Don't get me wrong, I love me an unboxing. I love me a doll haul, thrift haul. I appreciate all those videos. I watch them often. And it's nice to shift the focus a little bit to give some attention to the dolls that we currently have. There are no rules for this tag in terms of the types of dolls that you want to talk about. Dolls, toys, action figures, plushies, it doesn't matter. You do you. You could even feature more than one doll for a prompt. Anything really goes. This is just about us finding joy in our collections. You will definitely be seeing a mix in the type of dolls that I will be showing in this tag. So let's go ahead and get started. The prompts are listed in the description box. And the first one is a doll that gets more attention than others. And for this prompt, I chose my non-stock Blythe that I customized from a blank faceplate. I named her Viola. I gotta say, she is one of my favorites, and so naturally she would get more playtime. And then also, I think a large part of it is her hair, because she doesn't have that long, overly abundant mane of curls that get in the way of just everything, changing her clothes specifically. I find it easier to put her in different outfits, and it's just a faster a faster experience. And so she definitely does get more outfit changes. This is her current fit with the Shira t-shirt. So yeah, she is definitely one of my top faves. So it is no surprise that she gets more attention than the others. And of course, because she is a Blythe, I've got to show you the eye chips. It's gonna happen. So they're all like different shades of purple, and I don't think the viewfinder is gonna really pick up on that. But purple is my favorite color. And so that's why I opted for mostly this. Now these are just straight black. And then a more vibrant shade of purple. Prompt number 2, a doll that goes unnoticed. So for this one, I decided on this lady right here. This is LOL Surprise OMG Moonlight BB. And she was actually given to me by a friend's daughter who was into OMG, LOL Surprise and a bunch of other different types of dolls. And she has since grown out of that phase. So I got a huge haul of like LOL Surprise tots and a few OMGs and like a playhouse. It was a thing. Anyway, she came to me as a bit of a hot mess. She had only pieces of her stock. She was missing shoes. Her hair was a hot mess. And so I didn't like that, you know, she was only in half the stock. So I put her in this, which I don't even know where this is from. I don't know if this is from another LOL OMG. And I know that these shoes are from a different doll, but I tried to comb her hair back. So I know she looks a bit working girl right now. I need to find an outfit for her. But I think because she's just kind of in the state she's in, I haven't been paying much attention to her. She's also situated kind of toward the back of my doll shelf. So admittedly, she does go unnoticed and a bit neglected. Number 3, a doll that took time to warm up to, but now you love them. And for this prompt, I decided on another non-stock Blythe custom orchid. Now, I've had Orchid for a while, and she actually had a different face. She had the original faceplate that she came with from AliExpress, and I had not customized it at all. I really liked that style of faceplate. But then I decided that I wanted to use her face on a different doll custom. So I made that swap and I decided, well, I'll just customize a face for her because I have some blank face plates. So I decided to go for a more fairy-like ethereal look, you know, with just kind of light pastel colors and just playing around with different colors, especially with like the eyes. And, you know, this is not a style that I would have thought to experiment in normally, but I wanted to try something new and different just for fun. The final result, I felt a little bit tepid about. I just didn't feel like I executed it the way I had it in my mind. And you know, I did some additional touch-ups and things and a little tweaking here and there with some of the color, and which I used mainly pan pastels for her face. And I did decide on a more of a gloss sealant for her faceplate as opposed to matte. So, and then I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision on that. So, yeah, I just kind of kept at it with her look, and I actually just took her around with me throughout the house. You know, wherever I would be, she would just kind of come along with me so that I can continue to look at her and just get used to her new look from how she used to be. And now I really do love her and appreciate her. So right now we have the green eye chips, and here are her eyelids. And then the next color, this eerie purplish white. And then purple, of course. And then we have like a hazel color for the side eye. Number 4, a doll that you're thinking about rehoming. This one, I swear I go back and forth on, but it would be Ariel, Little Mermaid, Mimi World doll. So Mimi World is what I like to often call the Korean version of a Barbie. And she was my first Mimi World. And I don't know, I go back and forth, honestly. She is another doll that doesn't get much attention, actually. Yeah, she's once again situated toward the back of the shelf. And I mean, she's a lovely doll. She's a lovely doll. Sometimes I wonder if maybe my time with her is up, her time in the doll coven is up. But then, like, you know, I look at her now and I'm just like, oh, she's so cute, though. She's so cute. But I have another Mimi World that I actually like better. So I don't know that I necessarily need to keep Ariel. And then again, Ariel is one of my favorite Disney princesses. So I do like the fact that this Mimi World doll is inspired by her. I don't know. Number 5, a doll that you associate with a special or fond memory. And I have talked about this on my channel before. I'm going to show you 2 dolls because I usually have them paired together on my shelf, and you'll understand why. They are the Twilight Barbie dolls. You have Bella from Breaking Dawn, and then you have Alice from Eclipse. So my sister, she passed away in 2023, and one of our big bonding points was the Twilight franchise. We read all the books, we went together to see all the movies, we played the Twilight board game. Yes, there was a board game. And so when my birthday came around in 2024, I decided to get these 2 in memory of her. And so this is like a twofold memory because these dolls do remind me of her and the wonderful memories we had together. But then also I consider these birthday gifts because a dear and wonderful friend gave me birthday money and I used that toward the purchases of these 2. So I think Bella is easy to get or easier. Like I've seen her around. I think she's still in stock, but I think Alice is a little bit harder to obtain. Number 6, a doll with a flaw. So this could be that the doll has been damaged in some way, or perhaps there's some design feature or characteristic that you just don't like, and so you consider that a flaw. I went with a PullUp, and I have actually named her Damaged Talgi. And I've customized her, I chopped off her hair. And basically, the reason I named her, so I have 2. She was my first. She had started off as Talgi, that's her stock name. And then what happened was her foot broke at the ankle. You can tell that, she has very thin legs and she is articulated, but they are fragile dolls, these PullUps. And the boot that she was in was so tight, and I feel like I was being very careful, and I still managed to break her foot. I glued it back on, but that means she is no longer able to move her one foot. So it is permanently in this position here. And so I have since obtained another Talgi, which is, her twin sister. So we have Talgi, and now we have Damaged Talgi. I'm just glad I was able to get another, and because she is one of my favorite PullUps. But yeah, PullUp was doing this thing where they were first giving really tight boots and shoes as part of their stock, and then they went in the completely opposite direction, probably because of damage like that, where the feet are breaking off. Then they went in the opposite direction of really huge shoes that don't even stay on. And I don't know where they've landed now because it's been a while since I've bought a PullUp. But yeah, poor Damaged Darky, but I still think she looks really cute in this outfit. Prompt number 7, a secondhand doll. And I have several of those that I have obtained through various means. Let us go with Rainbow High Mila Barrymore. Now I have customized her. I dyed her hair. Basically, I bought her on eBay, not really for her, but for her stock outfit. I wanted her outfit for Scarlet Rose. And, but the doll came with her and for really affordable price. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll just get her and then I'll, rehome the doll, keep the clothes. But I don't know, something about Mila just really convinced me to keep her around, to try to clean her up, because she was a mess. I mean, her hair was all over the place. Speaking of damage, she does have some staining from her clothes. So she was in some rough shape, but I decided to keep her around for a little bit and try to do some damage control. And now I really love her. I have her in this outfit. Um, that's normally not my thing. So this is one of her stock pieces. But then these pants were actually on my husband's Zoe Electra. So he stole my Rainbow High. Is it Rainbow High or Shadow High? Zoe Electra. He stole her and he wanted her in camo. So we bought her these pants and had her in camo. And I just couldn't do that to her. I couldn't leave her like that. So I I went ahead and put her in a much cuter outfit. My husband didn't say anything, but I put the camos on Mila instead, trying to find a way to use the pants because they're very nicely made pants. Speaking of huge shoes, so these shoes belong to a PullUp, and they can fit a Rainbow High. Anyway, so yeah, secondhand, wasn't planning on keeping her, decided to. I'm happy I did. Number 8, a doll with a favorite companion or accessory. And I went with another PullUp for this one. So this is Muer. Sorry, it's a French name. I know I'm screwing it up. Muer from Dimois. And so this was a collaboration between PullUp and Dimois, which I've learned is a Japanese fashion brand. Even though the name sounds French, they're Japanese and they deal in like the goth look. And so this is not her stock. She definitely had more goth style stock clothing, but I decided to put her in this like dress for like an Alice look, like but still goth with the black. I don't know what I did here. Anyway, but the reason I chose her was because I love the little companion she came with, which is this right here. This little Scully with a bonnet. So perfect. I named her Bessie. Number 9, a doll wearing a favorite color. So I chose 2 dolls for this. I had several to choose from. My select color, purple, which is my favorite. So naturally, I have a number of dolls in purple. The first one I'm going to show is a Barbie. Barbie Looks 14. And I just have her in this outfit that I got online. I want to say Amazon, but I can't say for sure. I'm pretty confident it's Amazon. Pretty inexpensive. And I just think it's really pretty. It's very appropriate for the summertime. And the colors just look great on her, especially this shade of purple. It's a really nice contrast to her skin tone. So that is Looks number 14. Oh, and I have like, matching heels that I think I also got off Amazon. And the other doll is a non-stock or factory Blythe. I've named her Clove. And of course I chose her because of the hair. We have like this nice like lavender shade, whereas with Barbie's outfit, that was more like lilac. And I haven't really done anything with her. Well, actually, that's not true. I did swap out the wig. She came with a different wig. I hated it. So now she's in this one, and I think it's fabulous on her. Her eye chips are very standard. So we have the pink, we have the gray, we have the blue, and then we have these orangey ones that I never like. The final prompt: a doll you've changed up or customized, or would like to change or customize if you could. And so by customizing, I mean, that could be as simple as just changing up their hairstyle, restyling giving a little bit of a haircut, changing up the outfit to give them a different look or vibe. I went with one of my favorite customs, which is this one right here. I've talked about her on my channel. This is Lady Amalthea from the Last Unicorn movie, based on the novel by Peter S. Beagle. And I was inspired by My Lady Disdain, who did a custom of Lady Amalthea using a smart doll. I opted for this generic BJD that I found on AliExpress for a reasonable price, and she was wigless and just came with the body. So I had to find her a wig. I kept her face and the makeup as is. I did thin out the lips a little bit, but otherwise everything is as is. I did find a sticker to put right here to represent the mark where her unicorn horn used to be. And then I found this wig on, I don't know, somewhere else online, not Ali. And then also the dress. So there was like no painting or face carving or anything like that. It was simply finding the different pieces and putting them together to create the final look. And I absolutely adore her. Oh, I also did switch out her eye chips for purple eyes like she has in the movie. And that wraps up this tag. If you stayed with me for the whole video, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed going through these prompts and showing you some of the dolls in the doll coven. Hope you all are well, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.